This military workout without a gym and without weights will make your muscles explode. Have you ever noticed how some bodies seem ready for anything? Strength, speed, explosion, power. And contrary to popular belief, it's possible to build this far from gyms. There's a type of training that goes beyond aesthetics. A training that was born to create functional bodies, ready for real life. Without equipment, just movements that teach the body to react, balance, and support its own weight. It's military training adapted for those who want more than beautiful muscles. They want energy, endurance, and the confidence of knowing that the body responds when needed. That's why today you'll see 8 exercises outside the gym, used by the military, to not only make your muscles explode, but also transform your body into an extremely functional machine. Before we begin, please tell us through the comments your name and the city where you're watching our content from. We'd love to know. Exercise number 8, bear crawl. The bear crawl is a basic movement in military training around the world. Developed to teach soldiers to move close to the ground while maintaining speed and power, this exercise trains the entire body in a unique way. Unlike isolated exercises, it simulates movements you actually need in daily life, like lifting heavy objects, pushing furniture, or reacting quickly to unexpected situations. The benefits go far beyond defined muscles. The bear crawl develops exceptional neuromuscular coordination, improves balance, and deeply strengthens the core. When you move in this position, every stabilizer muscle works intensely to keep the body aligned. It's like doing a plank, squat, and shoulder work simultaneously. This exercise primarily targets the core, anterior, and lateral deltoids, pectorals, triceps, quadriceps, and glutes. The posterior chain is also intensely recruited to maintain stability during the movement. To execute correctly, position yourself on all fours with your knees lifted about 2 inches off the ground. Your hands are directly below your shoulders. Your back remains straight and parallel to the ground. Move your right hand and left foot simultaneously forward, then alternate to left hand and right foot. Keep your hips low and stable, avoiding lateral swaying. The movement should be controlled and rhythmic. Execute 3 sets of 30 to 45 seconds of continuous walking. Rest 60 seconds between sets. As you progress, increase the time to 60 seconds or add directional changes to challenge the core even more. A common mistake is letting the hips rise too much, transforming the exercise into a 4-point walk without tension. Another mistake is crossing your hands or feet, losing your support base. Always keep your head in a neutral position, looking slightly forward, not up. People with wrist or shoulder injuries should avoid this exercise or use padded supports. Those with knee problems may feel discomfort even with them elevated off the ground. Exercise number 7, burpees. If there's an exercise that summarizes the spirit of military training, it's the burpee. Created in the 1930s by physiologist Royal Burpee as a physical fitness test, it was quickly adopted by the American Armed Forces during World War II. The reason is simple. It simultaneously tests and develops strength, explosion, cardiovascular endurance, and mental fortitude. In just one movement, you go from the ground to standing position and jump, recruiting practically every muscle in the body. The benefits are impressive. The burpee elevates your heart rate quickly, making it a powerful metabolic exercise that burns calories during and after the workout. It develops power in the legs, strength in the core and arms, plus builds mental endurance. Many give up not because the body can't handle it, but because the mind gives up first. This is precisely the training that the military seeks, preparing the body to continue when willpower says to stop. To execute correctly, start standing. Squat down and place your hands on the ground, positioning them just in front of your feet. Throw your feet back, assuming the push-up position, keeping your body aligned. Do a complete push-up, lowering your chest until close to the ground. Bring your feet back to near your hands in a quick jump. Finish by jumping vertically with your arms extended above your head. Land softly and repeat the movement fluidly. The most common mistake is arching the back in the push-up position, overloading the lower back. Another mistake is not doing the complete push-up, drastically reducing the work of the pectorals and triceps. Many also land heavily from the final jump, generating unnecessary impact on the joints. Always keep the core contracted and control each phase of the movement. Execute 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Rest 90 seconds between sets. When it becomes easier, increase to 20 repetitions or reduce rest to 60 seconds. People with problems in their shoulders, wrists, or knees should modify the exercise, eliminating the push-up or the final jump. Those with hypertension should be cautious due to the rapid elevation of heart rate. Exercise number 6, high knees. High knees, or running with high knees, is a military warm-up exercise that quickly transformed into a conditioning tool for its cardiovascular and strengthening benefits. It simulates running in place with maximum knee elevation, creating intense work for the legs and core while rapidly elevating heart rate. It's the type of movement that prepares the body for explosion and speed. This exercise develops power in the lower limbs, improves motor coordination, and deeply strengthens the hip flexors, muscles frequently neglected but essential for running, kicking, and quick directional changes. It also improves proprioception and dynamic balance. The rapid and repeated knee elevation trains the neuromuscular system to generate explosive force. High knees primarily works the hip flexors, quadriceps, glutes, calves, and core. The abdominal muscles work intensely to stabilize the trunk while the legs move quickly. It's a complete exercise for lower limbs with a strong cardiovascular component. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Having constant access to science-based information is what will make you progress with health in the long term in the world of bodybuilding. A common mistake is leaning the trunk forward, reducing the work of the hip flexors. Another mistake is not elevating the knees sufficiently, transforming the exercise into common running in place. Also avoid staying on your toes the entire time. You should fully support your foot between each elevation. To execute correctly, stand with your feet apart at hip width. Start by elevating your right knee to hip height or higher, keeping your trunk erect. Simultaneously, swing your arms naturally as in running. Alternate quickly to the left knee, creating a continuous and rhythmic movement. Execute 3 sets of 30 to 45 seconds at an accelerated pace. Rest 45 seconds between sets. For progression, increase to 60 seconds or increase execution speed. People with injuries in the knees or hips should avoid this exercise. Those with balance problems can do the movement holding onto a support initially. Exercise number 5, lower abdominals. The lower abdominal, focused on the lower region of the rectus abdominis, is fundamental in military training because it strengthens a critical area for pelvic stabilization and lower back protection. While traditional abdominal exercises emphasize the upper portion, this movement ensures the lower region is adequately developed. Soldiers need a complete and balanced core, not just the visible upper part. The benefits go beyond aesthetics. The lower portion of the abdomen works intensely in pelvic stabilization during running, jumping, and lifting loads. When adequately strengthened, it protects the lower spine and improves force transfer between the upper and lower body. It's the literal base of your power center. To execute correctly, lie on your back with your hands beside your body or under your glutes for support. Keep your legs extended and together. Contract your abdomen and elevate your legs to approximately 45 degrees from the ground, keeping them straight. Hold briefly and lower in a controlled manner to a few inches from the ground, without touching. Repeat the movement, maintaining constant tension in the abdomen. The lower back should remain supported on the ground throughout the exercise. Execute 3 to 4 sets of 12 to 20 repetitions. Rest 60 seconds between sets. To progress, increase repetitions or add 2-second pauses with legs elevated. A common mistake is arching the lower back when lowering the legs, which transfers tension to the lower back region and can cause injuries. If this occurs, you went too far. Lower your legs only as far as you can keep your back glued to the ground. Another mistake is using momentum instead of controlling the movement. Speed should be moderate and controlled. Also, avoid bending the knees excessively. This significantly reduces abdominal work. People with lower back problems should exercise extreme caution or avoid this exercise. Those with herniated discs should not perform it without professional guidance. Pregnant women should avoid abdominal exercises that press the region. Exercise number 4, mountain climbers. The mountain climber is one of the most complete exercises in the military arsenal. It simulates the movement of climbing while maintaining the body in plank position, while rapidly alternating legs. It was developed to build endurance, speed, and explosive strength simultaneously. It's the type of exercise that seems simple until you do 30 seconds straight and realize how challenging it is. The benefits are multiple. It deeply strengthens the core while elevating heart rate, making it a potent metabolic exercise. It develops coordination, agility, and muscular endurance. The rapid leg movement trains the ability to generate force repeatedly without losing trunk stability, essential for both combat and sports and daily activities. A common mistake is raising the hip too much, taking tension off the core and making the exercise easier. Another mistake is not bringing the knee sufficiently forward, reducing movement amplitude. Many also let their weight shift backward, overloading the shoulders. Always keep the core contracted and body aligned. To execute correctly, assume the high plank position with hands directly under shoulders and body forming a straight line from head to feet. Bring the right knee toward the chest, keeping the hip low and stable. Return quickly to the initial position and immediately bring the left knee. Continue alternating legs in rapid and continuous movement, as if you were running horizontally. Keep shoulders over hands and avoid swaying the hip. Execute 3 to 4 sets of 30 to 45 seconds. Rest 60 seconds between sets. To progress, increase time to 60 seconds or increase speed while maintaining correct technique. People with injuries in the wrists or shoulders should avoid or modify by supporting on forearms. Those with lower back problems need to ensure the core is strong enough to maintain stability. Otherwise, they should strengthen first with more basic exercises. Exercise number 3, inverted row. The inverted row is a fundamental exercise to balance muscle development and correct posture. In a world where we spend hours hunched over screens, this movement strengthens precisely the muscles that become weakened and overstretched. Military training includes this exercise because soldiers need strong backs to carry equipment and maintain adequate posture under fatigue. The benefits are extraordinary for postural health and functionality. It strengthens the entire posterior chain of the trunk, improves scapular retraction, and builds pulling strength essential for climbing, carrying, and pulling objects. It also corrects common muscular imbalances caused by excess pushing exercises like push-ups. To execute correctly, you need a low pull-up bar, sturdy table, or Smith machine bar. Lie under the bar and hold it with hands at shoulder width, pronated or supinated grip. Keep your body completely straight from heels to head. Only heels touch the ground. Pull your chest toward the bar, contracting the scapulae, keeping elbows close to the body. Pause briefly with chest near the bar and lower in a controlled manner. The core should remain contracted to prevent the hip from dropping. Execute 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 15 repetitions. Rest 90 seconds between sets. To progress, elevate your feet on a bench or increase repetitions. A common mistake is letting the hip drop, breaking the straight line of the body and taking tension off the back. Another mistake is not fully retracting the scapulae, using only the arms to pull. Also, avoid using momentum or swinging the body. The movement should be controlled and focused on contracting the back muscles. People with injuries in the shoulders or elbows should evaluate carefully. Those with lower back problems should ensure the core is strong enough to maintain posture throughout the movement. Exercise number 2, isometric push-up. The isometric push-up is a brutal variation of the traditional push-up that develops strength and muscular endurance in a unique way. Instead of executing repetitions, you hold the position at the most difficult point of the movement, usually with the body close to the ground. Military training uses this variation to develop endurance in specific positions and teach the body to generate force even under extreme fatigue. The benefits are specific and powerful. Isometric work develops strength in the exact range where you hold the position, plus builds exceptional mental endurance. Holding yourself in a difficult position for 30 seconds or more requires determination and control that transcend muscular strength. It also deeply develops the stabilizer muscles that work continuously to maintain position. To execute correctly, assume the push-up position with hands slightly wider than shoulders. Lower slowly until your chest is a few inches from the ground. Maintain this position with body completely aligned, core contracted, and scapulae slightly retracted. Breathe normally and maintain tension in all muscles. Don't allow the hip to rise or drop. A common mistake is raising the hip to make it easier, taking tension off the core and pectorals. Another mistake is holding your breath, which unnecessarily increases blood pressure. Always maintain controlled breathing. Also avoid letting shoulders rise toward ears. Keep them away. Execute 3 to 4 sets holding the position for 20 to 45 seconds. Rest 90 seconds between sets. To progress, increase time or lower even closer to the ground. People with problems in shoulders or wrists should be cautious. Those with hypertension should avoid holding their breath and consider reducing hold time. Blood pressure can rise significantly during prolonged isometric contractions. Exercise number 1, farmer's walk. The farmer's walk is one of the most functional exercises that exists. It simply consists of carrying heavy weights in your hands and walking, but don't be fooled by the simplicity. This movement develops grip strength, core stability, posture, and endurance like few others. Military personnel carry heavy equipment regularly, and this exercise prepares them exactly for that. The benefits are impressive and varied. It intensely strengthens the upper trapezius, forearms, and core. It improves posture by forcing you to stay upright under load. It develops grip strength essential for any pulling exercise. It also builds mental endurance, as carrying heavy weights for distance requires determination. It's an exercise that translates directly to real situations of carrying groceries, luggage, or any heavy object. To execute correctly, hold a heavy object in each hand. They can be dumbbells, kettlebells, weighted bags, or anything that challenges your grip. Stand upright with shoulders back and core contracted. Walk in a straight line, maintaining controlled steps and upright posture. Don't lean your body to the sides and keep shoulders level. Breathing should be rhythmic and constant. Execute 3 to 4 sets of 30 to 60 seconds of walking or 65 to 100 feet of distance. Rest 90 seconds between sets. To progress, increase weight or distance covered. A common mistake is leaning the body forward or to the sides, overloading the lower back. Another mistake is using weights that are too light. The challenge should be in grip and stabilization. Also avoid walking too fast, sacrificing posture. The movement should be deliberate and controlled. People with lower back problems should start with light weights and evaluate the body's response. Those with serious spine problems should avoid until receiving professional guidance. The compressive load can aggravate existing conditions. If you like this and want to also discover the exercises used by the Japanese instead of walking to never lose leg strength regardless of age, we've left a video appearing right now on the screen showing each of them better. Don't miss it. Thank you for watching until here, and God bless you, my friend.